Hello, darling. Welcome to the Freak Show. Today I learned of a news story in which a woman named Mallory Owens was invited to her girlfriend's house for Thanksgiving. At some point during the day, her girlfriend's teenage brother, Travis Hawkins Jr., proceeded to beat the holy hell out of Mallory because she was gay. And when I say he beat the holy hell out of her, I mean she had to have reconstructive surgery with metal plates in her face. The Hawkins family had allegedly shown distaste toward the homosexual relationship for some time. Mallory agreed to accept the invitation because she felt like they were trying to be nice. Young Travis was arrested on second-degree assault charges and quickly bailed out. Authorities are pursuing further investigation into the incident. Mallory's family is calling it a hate crime. Law officials have not at this point designated it as such. I'll get back to that subject in a moment. This is not the first case of violence within the Hawkins household. 'Twas only January of last year. The district attorney attempted to prosecute Travis Hawkins Sr. for shooting Travis Jr. That one didn't go anywhere because Jr. refused to testify against dear old dad. When I watched this news video and heard the accents of the people being interviewed, I thought, oh shit, this is local. Now obviously things like this happen everywhere, but I am well aware of the stereotype generally associated with the southern US. This is why I said in my intro video to not judge me based on what you may have heard about the South. I promise you, we are not all the fucking Squidbillies. Now I'd like to address the term hate crime. Forget about differences in sexual orientation, gender, race, ethnicity, religious beliefs or lack thereof, etc. If person A is welling up with anger, rage, and hatred to the point that they want to inflict pain, suffering, death, injuries resulting in death to person B, regardless of the motivation, what can you really call that but a hate crime? Okay, hate crime is the more commonly used term for what is also known as bias-motivated crime. This term really gives a clearer description. I understand that certain crimes are committed in the name of blatant bias. What I don't understand is why it makes a difference. Hate crime law is intended to prevent bias-motivated violence. Okay. But I thought just laws were intended to prevent just violence. Maybe I'm naive. My point is that the judicial process is already so tedious and drawn out. Why further complicate it by throwing new things into the equation? I mean, where do you draw the line? Say you have one guy who passionately loves mustard, and another guy who absolutely abhors the existence of mustard. If one gets violent with the other over their differing lifestyles in relation to mustard, wouldn't that technically be bias-motivated violence? Although hate crime law does not specifically mention condiment preferences, in this world we live in, who's to say that day will not come? The bottom line is, it's okay to disagree. It is not okay to beat the goddamn out of someone because you disagree. You can clearly tell I am no expert on any of this. I am just talking out of my ass. I'm sorry for being such a simpleton. But laws and politics are so convoluted. My brain rejects their absorption. It all translates into a bunch of white noise.